a packed agenda today, so we'd like to keep things moving. And as you know, we're here for a school board forum. A couple of pieces of business we hope to get done within less than 10 minutes. Of course, we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'm just going to lead it right off. Everybody could stand and join. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And if we wouldn't mind having Pastor Jack, those that are able, remain standing.
Father, we come today with gratitude in our heart as we approach the 250th anniversary of this great country. Lord, you've been good to us, you've protected us, you've guided us. That's the same assistance, Father, that we still desire today. We pray for our troops that are still in the Middle East, in the areas where there's danger, that your hand of protection would be upon them. We pray for our candidates, God, that with all integrity they would move forward, God, that we could elect people who will make this county and this state a better place. Father, we thank you for this club, for the people they bring forward in it. And we give you the honor and the glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor Jack. Please be seated. So, quick roll call if this machine wants to cooperate, which it doesn't seem. There it goes. So, some new faces in the room. Just a quick rundown of the club's board. That would be me, the president. Mark Chiaffi in the back there, serving cake. Make sure you get a piece of cake. He's the vice president. Recording secretary, Sandra Apone, which I still have Chris's name up there for some reason. Sandra does a great job with our minutes. And Julie Karpovic. Welcome back, Julie. Julie has been doing a fantastic job with our treasury. And even though she hasn't been at the meetings, she's been taking good care of our money, the little bit that we have. And of course, Charlie DeCosa, who I always forget to mention for some reason. Charlie, thank you. So, invited guests. I'm going to skip the school board candidates, but I would like to point out that we have some other elected officials here, which include Michelle Bonzek. And is there anybody else? That's an elected. Oh, supervisor elections, Denise Alancha, probably one of the most important people in the room right now, and we're going to hear from her in a little bit. Anybody else?
John Carroll.
He's not an elected official. So, a guest and a president of another club, First Hernando Republican Club, John Carroll. Any other presidents or elected officials present? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay. The First Lady wants to be recognized. Treasurer's report. I'm gonna skip through this real quick if Julie doesn't mind. Or do you have to? Yeah. So basically, we got $1,500. Anybody got any questions? Simple, right? She's doing a great job. Every month that number goes up a little bit, so I'm happy. And we spend money every month.
Yes.
So you guys are doing good. Please remember to pay your dues. $10 a year. Renewable every January. No matter when you sign up, you get close to the end of the year, we give you the next year. But it's $10. You get a nice piece of cake, some coffee. Secretary's report. Well, that's an easy one too, because we emailed all the minutes to you guys. Anybody got any questions about the minutes? No? Okay. President's report. So that's going to be an easy one this month because I really want to give as much time as possible to the candidates. But I ran across a very short video, it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds, that I think you're going to enjoy, and it ties right in to what we're going to be doing today. So I want to just point out that we are blessed to have a country and a state that actually knows how to run elections. And it's a shame if you don't vote. And this is what you get. You get people that will take and redistribute your money to someone who didn't. And I think the best illustration of this is this short video that I hope makes you laugh a little bit, but it might make you cry.
Tuition free.
Ladies and gentlemen, the candidates.
Does adulthood dismay you? Vote me and I'll pay you. You won't have to grow up, it's true. All your bills will be paid. Your adulthood delayed. And I'll give all this money to you. Bob commuted to college for discounted knowledge, so large debts he would not accrue. Lived at home, did some chores, now he'll also pay yours. 'Cause I'll give all his money to you.
I already paid off my loans.
All this money
Now wait just 1 second.
you will get from Bob.
I lived in a basement for 4 years.
All this money, if I get this job.
I schooled in the Hammer Rock climbing wall.
All your work wages risen, your debts all forgiven, your child care will be paid for too. Want free parental leave, just takes one vote from me, and I'll give all this money to you. All Bob's money,
Oh, give me a break.
I will give to you.
This is really getting ridiculous.
All Bob's money,
I drink tap water.
if I win, it's true.
You know what? I'm leaving.
All Bob's money. All Bob's money. Ooh, all Bob's money. I will give to you.
Communists.
I think that was worth the time.
Tuition.
And then my last slide, choose wisely, grasshopper. So listen to these folks, we have some good questions we're gonna ask them, and really think smartly about how you elect these people, because they're gonna be controlling some of your taxes and how much of Bob's money gets taken. Bob's sitting in the back, by the way. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Now I'm gonna ask Supervisor Elections to come up while I put the screen away, and she's gonna have a few words, and we don't need the timer for her, right? But no questions, because we really wanna get to the candidates. Make sure this is operating for you. Take it off.
He says, oh.
No problem.
Can you hear me?
No.
Can you hear me now? Yes. Okay. So he says that because I can talk all day about elections. So this is a big year, right? We have two very important elections. We have the primary election, which is August 18th, and the November election, our general election, is November 3rd. Just to let you know, the candidates that you see here today, the candidates that you'll see through August 18th, some of these are decided in your August primary election. There's a county commission seat, District 2, that will be decided on August 18th. It's not going to go forward to the general election. So please, if you only vote in the general, come on out. I will see you at the polls August 18th. All elections are important. We're going to have Florida mandates that we have early voting, minimum of 8 days, 8 hours. So We will have that just for the primary. Those dates, let me tell you, and everything that I talk about is on our website at hernandovotes.gov, as well as on our social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram. We try to update every day to keep our voters informed. We don't have any precinct or polling place changes for this election. We did for the special in 2025, but for this year, we do not have any changes. And early voting is going to start Saturday, August 8th, and it will go through the following Saturday, August 15th. And we are open, like I said, 8 hours. We're going to be 9 to 6. And we have 5 early vote sites. The closest ones to the Wellington is the Spring Hill Library on Spring Hill Drive. And then my second office, Forest Oaks Boulevard. And then we also have the Hernando County Utilities. But again, Saturday, Sunday, all week, and then that following Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you have not registered to vote, if you're new in Florida or new to the county, but if you are already registered, we can pull you into Hernando County. But if you're not registered to vote, or if you wanted to change your party, which I don't think anybody in here would opt to do that, 29 days prior to every election in Florida, the books close, meaning you can register to vote, but you won't be eligible to vote in that August 18th primary. As soon as election day is over, the very next day, our books reopen and everything is active again. And I know I can't take any questions and I don't want to take any more time, but this week, if you haven't already, you should be receiving a new voter information card in the mail. And why did I send everybody, all 167,000 registered voters in Hernando County? Because we had redistricting. It was not a normal redistricting, but for the congressional seat, we have been congressional seat District 12, and now Hernando County is District 15. So that means that I had to send everybody new voter info cards. Those cards are information cards. They're not what you will take to the polls for identification. You still are required to provide photo and signature ID. But that card is for an information card. It lets you know where you vote on election day, because Florida also requires you to vote in the precinct of where you live. But you could vote at any early vote site if you choose to vote during early voting. And does anybody in here vote by mail? Excellent. So just a reminder that for vote by mail, you have to re-request after every regularly scheduled general election. So if you have not requested since 2024, you need to re-request to receive your ballot for 2026, okay? And if you are going to be away, I am happy to send you your ballot wherever you are going to be. As long as we have that that address on record in your voter record. And if we don't, that's fine. We just need in handwriting that you are requesting the ballot and with your signature. And I will mail you your ballot wherever you're going to be. They have to be back in our office no later than 7 p.m. on election night on August 18th. Okay?
Is it early voting?
Sir?
Early voting. Is there early voting?
Yes. Early voting, yes. That was the August 5th.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's August 8th through August 15th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. at our 5 early vote sites.
Got it.
Okay. All right. You guys have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you again for having me.
Very much. Thank you, Denise.
Turn that one off.
Everybody can hear me? No? No? All right, going back to the mic. So let me turn this off. So, let's see, what's next now? Video. All right, so now I'm going to introduce the candidates real quick. I'm going to ask them to come up to the stage one by one as I call them and get themselves situated. And I'll have a few remarks and some rules that I'll read, and we'll start asking some questions. So First one up is Mr. Mark Johnson. He is the incumbent for District 1. Followed by Ms. Dana Pierce. She's a candidate for District 1. Ms. Sharon Rodriguez, who is the incumbent for District 3. Ms. Kara Champion, she's the candidate for District 5. Finally, Ms. Amanda Cunningham is the candidate for District 5 also.
Cunningham Rudd.
Cunningham Rudd.
Yes, thank you.
Sorry. That's why your name is so small on his name tag. So, you guys get yourself comfortable up there. There's a couple of gifts up there. A Wellington magnet, refrigerator magnet, and a election results of the last presidential election where we won big time. Bigly, as the president would say. Excuse me. So questions, there'll be 3 different types. Some of them will be directed directly at the candidate. Some will be directed at everybody, and some will be towards the challenging candidate. I think right now we only have basically one directed to everybody. But what I will tell you is, and this is basically from the last election, I did not share these questions with anyone, not even the board. These questions all came from members or board members. They emailed them to me, and I put them in a Word document, and I never touched them since then. No one has seen these questions. Now, I would like to point out that clapping is encouraged. Everything from a soft, polite golf clap to a bring down the house, Yankee Stadium's win the pennant clap, because the candidates get feedback on that. They all get feedback from how they answer the questions, just like the president. Right. So, remind you to place your phones on silent, please. With the candidates, I would like to remind them to make sure you hold the mic close to your mouth. And all you need to do is press the button on this just once, and it should light up. And then your mic will become active. You each have your own mic there. Of course, if one malfunctions, please pass it over to your partner. I would also like to caution the audience, as well as the candidates, spontaneous utterances, which means when you blurt something out that you didn't really mean to blurt out, will stay on the video. And this video will be posted on our website probably no later than tomorrow. So now you'll own that forever. Now I sent the link to the 2024 to all the candidates. Now if they watch that, they know what's coming next. And if you didn't watch it, you're going to be surprised. Except for Ms. Rodriguez, because she was here last time. So let's see. Okay. So now we're going to give the candidates 2 minutes to, 2 minutes to remind us who you are, and whatever you like. The only thing I ask is don't mention any endorsements until the end, until the closing. We'll give you another 2 minutes, and then you can throw your endorsements in. But just tell us who you are, and we'll start from left to right. Mr. Johnson.
Thank you. I'm Mark Johnson. I've been a member of this club for the past 6 years. And my master's
I
is
think
in
your
public
mic's not
administration.
working
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
there. Hear me back?
Yeah, you gotta speak into it.
I am speaking into it.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll eat it. Can I start
It's
that?
important for the video.
Okay. So, my master's is in public administration, which is the study of policy, centering on analyzing, developing, and implementing new policies. I've used my expertise to understand and fight for and against policy that would either benefit or harm our district
Yeah, Mark,
community.
I want to make sure, you got to really,
Yeah, I can't get any
there you
closer.
go, there you go. Nice and loud, nice and loud.
If I get it any closer, I'll eat it.
That's good. That's why you have your own, you can eat it.
All right. We are striving to do more with less and have used our creative ideas to enhance the educational experience of our students. I helped the conversion of Eastside Elementary into a K-8 on the east side of the county, relieving some of the overcrowding at Parrott Middle School. Eastside will now have an Innovation and Leadership Academy to produce future leaders. And by converting the school to a K-8, we stopped the necessity of bonding out money and costing their taxpayers additional funds. I helped the Wilt Simpson Technical College develop an electrical apprenticeship program for those who are not going to college to have a career. Our graduation rate remains above 94%, a vast improvement. While Springstead High School is projected to be a C-rated school this year, last year and the year before it was a B, there's work to be done there. DEI and CRT have been removed from our schools, and I will not allow any form of DEI back into the system. No creeping of DEI at all. I fought to free our schools of it. Thank you, since 2020, long before I was elected. Common Core was a disaster. I do not see it coming back, and I would fight against it. I believe in equality, where everyone has the same opportunity, not equity, where the results are expected to be the same. We are all different, we all have different talents and skills. We should try to put those skill sets and hone them to produce better trained workers and members of society.
Fantastic, thank you, Mr. Johnson. Next up, Ms. Pierce.
Good afternoon. My name is Dana Pierce, and I am a candidate for the Hernando County School Board, District 1. I am a proud resident of our community and a strong believer that parents should be respected as partners in their children's education. I bring over 40 years of experience in education, giving me a deep understanding of the challenges and opportunities facing our schools today. My husband is a retired veteran who served our country for nearly 30 years, and his dedication to service has greatly influenced my own commitment to our community. Our son Bradley is a proud product of Hernando County Schools and is now a teacher living in South Carolina with his wife, Faith. Throughout my career and community involvement, I have been committed to serving others, building relationships, and advocating for accountability and excellence. I understand that strong schools are the foundation of strong communities, and I am running because I want to ensure that every student has the opportunity to succeed in a safe, supportive, and academically challenging environment. As a school board member, my priorities will be to improve student achievement, support and retain high-quality teachers, promote fiscal responsibility, and increase transparency between the school district and the families we serve. I believe parents deserve a voice, taxpayers deserve accountability, and students deserve an education that prepares them for success in college, careers, and life. I am committed to listening to our community, making decisions based on what is best for students, and working collaboratively to strengthen public education throughout Hernando County. Thank you for the opportunity to be here this afternoon, and I look forward to sharing my vision and answering your questions.
Excellent, I love it when the buzzer doesn't go off. Ms. Rodriguez.
For those who may not know me, my name is Shannon Rodriguez, and it's been my honor to serve the families, the students, and the teachers of Hernando County on the school board. Over the last 3 years, I have remained focused on what matters most: academic excellence, school safety, parental rights, fiscal responsibility, and preparing our students for success after graduation. Together, we have made real progress. We have increased graduation rates, we've expanded career and technical education programs, we've added more VPK classrooms, we've strengthened school safety, we've improved transparency for parents, and we've created more opportunities for students through dual enrollment and workforce certifications. One of the accomplishments I'm especially proud of is helping to position Hernando County as a leader in workforce education. Through our partnership with Space Florida, Hernando County became the first county in Florida to pilot a Space Florida Academy program. This opened doors for students in aerospace, advanced manufacturing, cybersecurity, skilled trades, and engineering. This is about preparing our students not just for graduation, but for real careers and real opportunities right here at home. I believe every student deserves a pathway to success, whether it's college, technical school, military service, or entering the workforce. Not every child's path looks the same, and our school system should not reflect that. Sorry, our school system should reflect that. As your school board member, I have fought to protect parental involvement, support our teachers, improve accountability, and make sure taxpayer dollars are spent wisely. I have never been afraid to ask tough questions or stand firm on behalf of our community, but there is still more work to do. In preparation for the 26-27 budget, we've removed approximately $2 million worth of federal positions that had transferred into the general fund. We've reduced district-level academic and business services budgets by $1.3 million and decreased projected enrollment allocations by $750,000. We will continue fighting and removing anything that should not be in our school system, and I just ask for your vote once again for you to put me back in because our work is not done. Shannon Rodriguez, Hernando County School Board, District 3.
Ms. Champion.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kara Champion, and I'm running for Hernando County School Board District 5. A lot of you, I see a lot of familiar faces. You guys are familiar with me here. My heritage runs really deep here in Hernando County. I am a 6th generation, and I'm currently raising the 7th, so I'm very proud of this community. I am a local business owner, and for most of you who do know my business, I'm a very conservative person. It's American Gun and Pawn, that is the name of our business here in Brooksville, Florida. So if anybody is a super conservative, 100% is going to be me. And just a quick analogy. So when we look at the school system, right, we look at children, and we look at indoctrination and the woke agenda, and it's definitely happening at a national level. And if you think it's not happening here in Hernando County, it is 100% happening. And the current school board, you guys are doing a great job in eliminating that with the DEI getting eliminated. 100%, you guys are doing great, but we could get better. So when you look at children though, you say, oh, they believe in Santa Claus, they believe in the Tooth Fairy. So if they believe in that, and they're seeing indoctrination, they're seeing adults, influence them this way, 100% they're gonna believe it. So we need to eliminate that, 100%. And more recently, I just want to bring up is, Ms. Rodriguez here in a recent meeting, she was getting chastised from citizens because she was praying to herself. And it is so ridiculous, at the end of the meeting, and I really didn't see a whole lot of support as far as the board goes, and I just want to say, when I am elected, I will not apologize for praying. And neither, no citizen should be up there on the board saying that to her, saying how she get fired, and I just think that is so ridiculous. And again, I just want to say, I'll pray whenever I want. She should be able to pray whenever she wants, especially at a school board meeting. You look at county commission meetings, here even, we prayed before. It seems so ridiculous, but it is happening. So again, my name is Kara Champion. I'm running for Hernando County School Board.
Thank you, Ms. Champion. Ms. Cunningham Rude.
Hi, can you hear me? Okay. Hi, my name is Amanda Cunningham Rudd. I know you all are taking time out of your day to be here, and I think as Republicans, we all are firm believers in several things. We love our country. We think you should work hard to get ahead. I'm so sorry. I'm a little nervous, forgive me. We work so hard to get ahead and believe in fairness. And I am here because I care about Hernando County. I'm a teacher here in Hernando County, a conservative teacher. I'm not a member of the teachers union. I believe that girls sports should be girls only. Boys should not be in girls sports. Boys belong in boys bathrooms. Girls belong in girls bathrooms. All of those things that we hold dear, I have all of those things in my heart. I'm a true conservative. I've been a registered Republican for 30 years. I'm a wife of 22 years, almost 23 years, and I believe in family values just like everyone here. But what makes me different is that I have an education and experience in public policy. I have a master's of public management from Indiana University. I also have experience working for the Attorney General as a policy analyst and the State Treasurer as a communications director. I volunteer heavily in our community. I started the parent-teacher organization at Lowton Elementary. I also am a volunteer board member for Brooksville Main Street. I'm the chairwoman of the City of Brooksville Parks and Recreation Board, and I'm also on the City Beautification Board. So I have a proven history of being dedicated to our community and our community's children. And I believe that I have the experience of both the classroom and the boardroom, which is what it takes to be a qualified school board member. I hope I have your vote on August 18th. Again, Amanda Cunningham Rudd. Thank you.
Okay, so one other thing I forgot to mention, if you meant during these questions, if you mention another candidate, either inferred or by name, that candidate will get 1 minute to address what you may have mentioned. So be aware of that, please. By mentioning the other candidate's name, you give them some extra time. So the first question we're going to start off with was actually asked several years ago in San Francisco Mayor. Can you name 3 drag queens? Oh, no, you can't? Yeah, well, that's not the type of questions we're going to be asking. Although it sounds like Ms. Rodriguez knows I can name three drag.
We had a Shasta McNasty that was here in our county, and they were going to host a committee that was here in our community, thought that they were going to put our Nature Coast Technical Culinary Department, those children, they were going to be the cooks for this event that they were hosting, and it was a drag queen event, which was Shasta McNasty. I had to intervene, and I had to shut it down and make sure that
Well, I wasn't actually expecting a reply, but thank you, that's good to know. So in all seriousness, if you watched the video from 2 years ago, you know now that we are going to use the President's magic marker. This is the one that he uses to sign all the documents. It's the same one, his is black, in case you don't know it. It's a Sharpie, right? The Sharpie is 100% made in America, except for the tip, which is made in Japan. A little trivia for you there. So I would like you each to take this Sharpie and write down in 1 to 3 words on that piece of cardboard in front of you, as big as you can in huge letters, what is the most important thing you need to see changed in the school board right now? What's the most important thing? And it can be maybe not changed, but focused on, and it can be anything you like, but this way you all get to answer at the same time, and then we'll walk down each candidate and see why they wrote what they wrote. So you got 30 seconds. When you're done, just turn your card over face down, and we'll ask you individually. Three words or less. Well done. Miss Cunningham Rudd.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Please turn your card over.
Accountability.
Accountability, and
Yes.
you have 1 minute to expand on
Okay. Hello, Amanda Cunningham Rudd. When I say accountability, I mean accountability for everyone involved, including teachers, administrators, school boards, students, accountability for students, parents. Right now we have a Parents' Bill of Rights in Florida, which is amazing. As a parent, I support that wholeheartedly. But we also need to understand that parents also have responsibilities. And right now we have quite a few parents that don't want to be responsible. We have sometimes people in charge do not want to be held responsible. Accountability is so important because it elevates everything. We need to have high standards and hold everyone accountable to those standards. That's how we improve reading scores. That's how we improve our schools.
Thank you, Ms. Shankman.
So I wrote parental choice. Okay, so parental choice. Or when we look at this, right, we see school vouchers, we see attendance declining and enrollment, declining in the public school system. So I'm all for parental choice. I think I know I have children, I want to make the number one choice for them. And of course, we all feel that way. So school vouchers are a great program, you know, and some people it's very controversial as far as what that is because it's not very regulated, and 100% I agree with that. But if you want to send your child to a charter school or, you know, you want to homeschool your child, I am all for that. But how do we build more confidence in that bridge from the public school system and enrollment decreasing, but yet our population is increasing? So I think the biggest thing there is that big gap of why is enrollment declining and yet our population is going up? But 100% parental choice is my number one thing because that's what I want to have for my children.
Thank you, Ms. Rodriguez.
I chose ESE. From a school board perspective, ESE is significant because it requires careful budgeting and staffing. It impacts our compliance and our district accountability. It directly affects some of the most vulnerable students. It often requires advocacy at the state level for adequate funding. I am the liaison for the legislative committee for our school district along with Michelle Bonzik. So her and I travel to Tallahassee and we advocate for these students. Mrs. Bonzik and myself are huge proponents of ESE. We sit in with families, we help them with their meetings, we advocate for these students. As a school board member, ESE is personal to me because every child deserves the opportunity to succeed. Our exceptional students are not an afterthought, they are a priority. It is our responsibility to make sure they have the resources, the support, and educational pathways that they need to thrive. Strong ESE programs strengthen not only those students, but our entire school system. Thank you.
Well, it sounds like we got a lot of problems we have to solve. Ms. Pierce.
Yes, thank you. Student success is my number one focus. And that's because there's so many things that play into student success to which I think that we should address. Teacher accountability is one of the things that we need to be looking at. Keeping highly qualified teachers in front of students is another thing we need to be looking at. Retaining the great teachers that we do have. Parent involvement. I've worked at a high school for the last 16 years, and as these kids get older, the parent involvement wanes greatly. And honestly, at the high school level, that's when they need the parents almost more than they do at the elementary level. Because there's a lot of things flying at these kids these days, and there's a lot of choices that can be made that aren't always positive for them. So student success and all the things that play into making that happen. Thank you.
Mr. Johnson.
Thank you. Accountability for parents and teachers. Students and teachers. There's a lot of unruly children in the classroom. They get away with a lot because the teachers do not report what they should when kids misbehave. They take it upon themselves. That's a lack of discipline. A lack of discipline disrupts the lessons and makes it harder for the teachers to do their job, to have student success. So we need to be a little more serious on how we approach bullying, how we approach the problems of teachers who don't teach what they're supposed to, who don't follow the lesson plans that they create, and keep things in check. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Like I said, it sounds like we've got 4 different issues here that we need to solve.
Am I allowed to add something?
Sure.
Okay, I would
How
like
could
to
I say
add.
no?
I would like to add that for the ESE program, I have started a committee with a K-8 principal and a high school principal, along with district employees, and we go to different districts. We go all around to different counties, and we go into their schools, and we find out what they're implementing and what they're doing, and we piggyback off of the good, the positive, and we bring it back to our county in order to make our ESE department thrive.
Fantastic. So we'll skip Mrs. Rodriguez and Mr. Johnson for this one because we've already got their answer. But I'm asking the other 3 candidates, starting with Ms. Cunningham-Rudd, will you pledge to vote against any DEI, CRT, or other type of initiative that will reduce merit and create an unfair advantage or disadvantage to a select group of students. Ms. Cunningham-Rudin.
How long? 1 minute?
Oh,
You didn't give me.
I'm just, yes or no?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, is it?
100. Hang on.
100%, without a doubt. Like, I could say so much more about this. Am I allowed to?
No.
Okay.
We'll give you a chance later, Ms.
Got it.
Ms. Champion.
So I believe that none of that should exist. It should be solely based on merit and performance. And just with my background in retail and in management and owning my own business, I never judge anybody on that. It's always on merit.
Okay, yes. And then finally, Ms. Pierce.
Definitely will vote against that for sure, and it's not as prevalent in schools as people are led to believe. I've been in a school, I work in a school, we have students, and the rules are very clear. Girls use girls' bathrooms, boys use boys' bathrooms. If they refuse to do what they're supposed to do and not use the bathroom that they're supposed to use, then they're on OSS, as they are held accountable for that. So it's not nearly as prevalent as you might think or have been led to believe, but again, yes, it's not going to happen under my watch. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to keep moving quickly.
Can I add one?
No. We want to keep moving. So the next question is, now you made me lose my track. It's all your fault. Okay. What is the reason you are running for school board? You have 1 minute and 30 seconds, starting with Mr. Johnson. Or, in your case, continuing your run.
We started to implement some changes in programs that were greatly beneficial to the students, including vocational training. We're in the process of getting some of these started. Some are in the planning stages, and I would like to see those programs initiated and followed through. It's hard to get stuff through DOE. We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of bullying that we need still to work on to eliminate in the schools. We have some teachers that I alluded to earlier who don't report bullying because they're intimidated by students. And we have other cases where they have a more liberal idea. We need to bring that into focus so that the students can concentrate on what they need to do, which is to learn. We need to get back to basics. That's what we need to do. We need to teach the ABCs. Thank you.
Mr. Johnson only took 1 minute out of 1 minute and 30 seconds. Very good. Ms. Pierce, you get extra points for that.
Thank you.
Someone asked me tonight or this afternoon, why I wanted to get into politics, and honestly, I don't see this as politics. This I see as a continuation of the service that I've been doing for the last 40 years in education. I've worked at every single level, including college. I've worked in the classroom, I've worked out of the classroom. There is work to be done, for sure. I love this community. I am here to stay, and I feel like I have a lot that I can bring to the table to work through some of these issues that we're addressing here today. So I'm excited about the opportunity and hope that you'll vote for me on August 18th. Thank you. Dana Pierce.
Wow, Mark, she beat you. Ms. Rodriguez, you may take 1 minute and 30 seconds to speak about anything you want.
Thank you, sir. So as far as DEI programs, diversity, equity, inclusion, when we started this 3 years ago, almost 4 now at this point, we have had many programs. We've had many hiccups along the way that Mr. Johnson and myself have had to eradicate and get out of the school system. So it has been there, and I could go on and give you multiple accounts on how that's happened and what has happened, along with boys swimming against girls and competing, many things. So we have been on the front line making sure to enforce that. And I am running for re-election because I believe in Hernando County. I believe in our students, and I believe that we have to continue strengthening academics, supporting our teachers, expanding workforce opportunities, keeping our schools safe, and ensuring that parents remain at the center of their children's education. I humbly ask for your vote and your support so we can continue moving our schools forward together on August 18th, and I will continue fighting for what is right. Thank you.
You're up, Ms. Champion.
Kara Champion. So why am I running for school board? You know, I get this question all the time, and most people are like, "You must like torture. Why are you doing this?" And you know, I really care about this community. My heritage runs deep. You know, as I've said prior. You know, I love Hernando County, and I think we all can agree on that. You know, we've seen a lot of changes, but you know, there still is some dysfunction going on, and now being a mother, you know, I care about this education system, and I've been wanting to do this for years, but I saw an opportunity, and I wanted to take it. And being a local business owner, you know, a lot of people don't realize your taxpayer dollars is over 50% that the school board controls. And I write checks for a living, you know, I determine people's pay, you know, week after week, so I know budgeting. And, you know, even prior to owning my own business, I was in retail and in management running $1 million stores, you know, since I've been 18. So numbers are a no-brainer for me. But also being a mother, you know, I care about the education. And I care that our public school system, that enrollment is going down and our population is going up. I mean, we've all seen the growth. We've all seen the influx of the people coming into our county. And I want to make a change for the better. So, you know, I hope to get your vote on August 18th. So Champion is easy to remember too.
Thank you, Ms. Rudd, or Ms. Cunningham Rudd?
You can call me Rudd, that works. That's what the kids call me. I don't have the kids call me Cunningham Rudd, it's too much. But I want to really quickly go back to the DEI thing. I just want to say how thankful I am to live in the free state of Florida, where we have a Governor DeSantis, and our legislature made darn sure that our kids aren't learning DEI in our schools. So big shout out to all the people in the state that make sure that that's not happening. It's not in our curriculum. We're teaching civics. We're teaching kids to love America. And I couldn't imagine teaching in a state that didn't do that. Now, why did I run? Why am I running? You know, I think we've all had jobs where we've worked on the front lines and we've been like, man, my boss can do so much better. You know, you're doing things and you're thinking, things can be so much better. I see it every day. I see things at our school every single day because I'm in a classroom in front of children every single day, and I see what can be better. And I want to use my background in public policy. Before I was a mother, my background was government and public policy. And I want to use my unique combination of my public policy experience, my education, my experience as a teacher, and my community involvement to make our schools better. We need to start, I don't know when discipline became a bad word. We need to have discipline in our schools, we need to have God in our schools, and I think we'll see things turn around. I think we'll see the behavior improve if children have a moral compass. And this is my home. This is my chosen home. This is where I chose to raise my son. And our community means a lot to me. Education affects all of us. Thank you.
This next question really doesn't require any time, but you can add a few words, so make it 30 seconds. Give us your thoughts on a yes or no. You support charter schools, and up to 30 seconds of any elaboration you'd like to make on that. So, Mr. Johnson?
I agree with charter schools. It keeps the public school system honest. It gives us a standard. We have to compete to be as good or better than a charter school. All we can do is up our game by having competition. So yes, I'm in favor of charter schools.
Thank you. Ms. Pierce?
Yes, I believe in charter schools as well. It gives people another, some different opportunities that they might not receive in a public school that might be available for them at a charter school. It's another avenue for parent choice, and I believe in that. So, yes, definitely.
Mr. Rodriguez?
I always believe in competition. I think the competition makes us stronger. There's not as many charter schools in Hernando County as we have in Dade and Hillsborough, so we do remain the #1 choice in Hernando County still. But parents should be able to have that option. They should have the right for school choice, for vouchers, for charter schools, for homeschool, whatever it is that the parent sees fit for their child, they should be able to do. So I definitely think that having a charter school in our community, several, as many as that they want, I think it's very important for us to have that competition.
Thank you. Ms. Champion?
Yes, 100%. I like charter schools. I agree, with all the points that were just given. Parents have a choice, and again, that was my number one. Parental choice is number one for me as far as the school system goes. Being a mother too, and I think everybody can agree on that. And I just want to point out something too. The incumbent that I am running against, and she's going to be the biggest challenge, is she voted against charter schools, and in the last vote as well, it was a 4-1 vote, and she was the only one that said no. So this is why we definitely need to get voted out for her. All right, thank you.
Okay, now you mentioned your opponent. We're gonna have to give her 60 seconds to speak.
She's
Oh,
not here. Yes.
okay. Oh, she's not here. Oh, that's right. This one.
She's not here.
She's not here.
I don't think she'll go to the Republican Club. So.
She would not accept an invitation. So where are we now? Oh, okay. So, wait, one more person. Sorry, Miss Rudd.
Hello.
Proceed.
Hi, Amanda Cunningham Rudd. Yes, I support school choice. I support charter schools. My heart is really for public schools, being a teacher, and I think we need to elevate our public schools, and if we are able to have strong discipline, strong academics, accountability for parents for attendance and behavior, I think you'll see people wanting to send their kids to our public schools, and that's okay. That's what we want. But I support charter schools wholeheartedly. As a parent, I support school choice as well.
Great. This next question, we're going to give you a whole minute. That would be 60 seconds, Chris. To tell us, do you think the current school tax rate is adequate, or should it be reduced or perhaps increased? We will start with Ms. Rudd.
The school, I'm sorry. The school what? I didn't
The
catch.
school tax rate, so the tax rate, any tax, determined taxes.
Yeah.
Do
I
you
think.
need more money or you need less money?
Okay. I think we need to operate within our budget right now, so the state decides that, of course, what we receive. I know we're still waiting on what we're going to receive for this year. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of responsibility as a school board member to manage taxpayer dollars. Like, we all feel how hard it is right now with inflation and how expensive everything is, and families and people on fixed incomes are really struggling. So what the state gives us is what we need to work within that budget, just like you do in your own home. So I'm not in favor of increasing it, no.
Thank you. Ms. Champion.
So I don't believe in raising any taxes at the moment. And when you look at different levels of government right now, as far as Hernando County goes, the commission is actually decreasing, because when you look at property taxes that are hopefully going to get eliminated, thank you DeSantis, we have to make a big cut, right, in our government. So it's over $60 million that we're going to need to cut. And, that all correlates. Thankfully the school system is not getting cut within that. That's just the property. But 2 years ago, we voted in a millage. So we already had a tax increase. And when you look 8 years ago, and I know there's a lot of factors that are in between that time period, COVID, everything else that was in between that, we increased our budget dramatically. I mean, it's like $590 million. Now, again, they haven't gotten it exactly what it is this year, but I'm not for any new taxes. I mean, people can barely live within their means right now. I see it at a retail level as well. I don't believe in any new taxes right now.
Thank you. Ms. Rodriguez.
I'm not a proponent of increasing taxes. I am a proponent of being fiscally responsible and being a good stewardship of the money that we have at hand, wherever it's allocated from. Our department budgets, I have also started a monthly meeting with our superintendent, our CFO, along with some department heads and a couple different citizens. And we meet monthly and we go over our budget from top to bottom. And we find out where we need to cut, where our strengths are, where our weaknesses are, what we need to have, what's imperative and what's not. So I am very familiar with the budget, and I like to be involved. I like to know that when I was put in this position and you entrusted me with your money, that I am being fiscally responsible and that I am putting your money to good use and that we are not wasteful spending.
Ms. Pierce?
You can certainly tell we're all very like-minded up here, huh? Because I agree with everything that my colleagues have said. We do need to live within the budget that we have. Easy or not, it has to happen. We can't ask people for more when we are not doing well with the money that we have then. So no, I don't believe in raising any more taxes. We have what we should be able to work within and make the best of it with what we have.
Mr. Johnson?
Thank you. I don't believe in raising taxes. We don't have any control over the tax for the school district. That's set by Tallahassee. Last year, they gave us a $41 per student increase. This year, that's going to work out to be $85. We don't have the money to be extravagant. And anything we do by any school, any department, anybody in the system. This year, we gave the teachers a $470 raise. The non-instructional got a bonus of $500 because we didn't have money. That's not because we didn't get enough. It's because we were spending it poorly, and we could do a better job. I do not believe in raising taxes.
So I didn't hear anybody talk about decreasing taxes. So now we're going to take this question and amend it a little bit. 30 seconds, and I'll give you a whole minute if you have a good story. Does anybody have any ideas on reducing the amount of money the school district spends? And I know you guys don't decide the taxes, but you do have a lot of saying where the money gets spent, and so we will start with Mr. Johnson and work our way backwards. Any ideas on reducing it? 30 seconds.
Yeah. Reducing our spending can be done in a few different ways. And the first one, I think we're top heavy with administration. We can reduce the number of administrators. When teachers go into the district office on special assignment, they're supposed to be there for 3 years and return back to teaching. What happens is after the second year or into the third year, they're made an administrator and they get a higher salary. I think that practice can stop. We can reduce the number of administrators we have, and we can get tighter.
That was a great answer. Thank you. Ms. Pierce?
I think those of us who work in the county believe that there can be more cuts made at the district level administratively, and we have made some cuts at the school level, and we're waiting to hear what those cuts are at the district level, and I believe that is something that teachers look for, as well as constituents and people in the public. So that's where I see it being a little top heavy.
Thank you, Ms. Rodriguez.
I think budget reduction should never be about cutting for the sake of just cutting. They should be about evaluating what is working, what is essential, and where we can eliminate those waste, the duplication or the unnecessary spending. At this moment, we have cut 53%. We've cut 53 positions at the district level. That was 1.2 million last year and 1.3 this year. So that's a $2.5 million decrease that we have cut. So when it comes to saying top heavy,
I'm going to let her continue because I like what she's saying.
when it comes to being top heavy, I am very much aware of making sure that our money is spent in the right places and that we are looking at every department. So with that being said, our priority must always remain protecting the classroom, protecting the teachers, maintaining student safety, and preserving the programs that directly impact student success. So as a school board member, I believe in fiscal responsibility, and that means asking tough questions, and the taxpayers deserve accountability, and our students deserve a strong, stable education system. So the goal is to do both very well.
Excellent. I really appreciate that answer. And I just want to point out, in case you're not aware, these two folks at District 1, This lady's by herself here, District 3, so I didn't really, cause any problem here by giving her more time. And this is District 5. So, she does not have an opponent on the stage or a challenger. So, Ms. Champion?
So along the lines of what Ms. Dana said, I've done actually my own research with this and spoken to some people, but at a district level, and a lot of people don't realize this as far as administration goes. So a normal teacher salary is about $50,000 to $57,000 as far as the public school system goes. When you look at the administrative roles and from a district level, there was one example somebody was giving me, and it was an event coordinator, and they made $80-something thousand a year. I mean, that seems kind of crazy for just coordinating events, right? And that's happening at a district level. So I believe, 100% it could be cut in that. And I'm all for tax decrease, but of course living within the means and having safe schools and having our priorities still. But I just think it's kind of ridiculous when you do look at some of these roles and how much they're actually getting paid. So thank you.
Ms. Amanda Roy. Ms. Roy.
Thank you. Amanda Cunningham Rudd. So the way I look at it is that every dollar needs to stay as close to the students as possible. So what I would request within my first month on the school board is an organizational chart with salaries of everyone. Look for redundancy at the district level and unnecessary positions. But I will tell you, in our schools, the people that work directly with schools, the bus drivers, maintenance, painters, we're working on a shoestring. So the money's being spent somewhere, and we need to figure out where it's spent unnecessarily.
Fantastic. Sounds like Ms. Rodriguez is already starting that effort. So last question, and then we'll go into the wrap up. And this is a 30-second question. How do you feel about ensuring that students are given physical education on a regular basis as recommended by RFK Jr.? We'll start with Ms. Rodigan.
Great question. So as a teacher, I see so many students, wiggle worms in their seat, especially the boys. My son actually has ADHD himself. But I really think a lot of physical activity has been proven to help. The state mandates recess. They get 20 minutes of recess a day. That is not enough for young children. Our district can choose to give them more recess. We would just have to work out with the mandated minutes how that would work. We could advocate at the state level for them to help us out, but we need to be giving these kids more exercise. They do not get enough.
So it sounds like you support it. Ms. Champion.
So I have a 2-year-old, and he is very physical. I run after him consistently. But when I graduated, a little over a decade ago from this county, we had regular in the high school. We have gym class. That was a couple hours a day, and I'm all for it. They need to get some sunshine, not be in a brick building all day. I mean, for any child, and I think any parent anybody will just know, you need some kind of physical activity. When we're a young age, we have all these different hormones going through us. They need to get it out somehow, and hopefully not disrupting the class or the teachers, and ensuring that they're getting the best education. So, thank you.
Great, Ms. Rodriguez.
So we all know that our country is extremely obese, and we have a lot of fast foods, we have a lot of horrible food that we're partaking in. So for me, I think it's imperative that these students receive the physical education, not only for their health reasons, but also mental. To sit in a classroom all day long and go from curriculum to curriculum and not be exposed to some sunshine, to being able to get out, run around, to be able to stretch their legs, to be able to take their mind off of the core subjects, I think is extremely important, and I would never want to see any of these students not be able to have physical education.
Thank you. Ms. Pierce, your position?
I think it's crucial to have any kind of movement during the day from K through 12. And I also believe in teaching the whole child, so I think that also encompasses band and theater classes and chorus classes and other kinds of things, any kind of class that gets kids up and moving. I want to see them outside. I want them to have the fresh air that they need. We're raising, these children that need that to be better, healthy citizens. So, thank you.
Great, Mr. Johnson.
I have two answers to this. The first answer is yes, the children need a break during the day. They need to get out and play and relax and unwind, open their minds up so they can expand. Exercise is a great way to do that. The second part of that answer is we're considering taking Parrott Middle School and turning it into a sports mecca, where they're going to turn around and have an intense sports training program with the idea of creating athletes that are skilled, and then eventually getting to a high school where there'll be an academy where we can produce super athletes that will, if you don't mind, I'll continue just for a second, where we can produce athletes that can go on to college on scholarships. We are looking to increase their abilities and their agility at the same time. This is not something we're doing right away because we are under fiscal restraint, but it's something we have in the back of our minds to help our students succeed.
And if I could just interrupt the program for 1 minute, John Carroll, how you fixed for time? How you fixed for time?
I'm good.
Okay.
Are you good?
I just want to make sure you have time because I want to make sure we get you up here. So we're going to wrap it up now, but it's going to be 2 minutes times 5, so that's another 10 minutes.
Can I have
So-
5 seconds to add to that, Parrot?
Sure, 5 seconds. Let's see, 5 seconds.
So back to fiscal responsibility, as much as the physical education is imperative, and definitely later on to be able to have something like that would be phenomenal. But at this moment, last night it came before our workshop, and they were asking for the startup for $350,000, which that's a big investment without the data and the focus groups, and I feel we cannot afford the build it and they will come approach. So teachers went to impasse over raises, and at this moment, I can't commit $350,000. We can't afford a 60 student cohort as we're losing students now, and if we gain the 60 and we're still losing, we'd still be in a deficit with $1 million asked on the line. So I have to protect the taxpayers' dollars. Your dollars is what I do at every meeting. So at this moment, we should be very careful saying yes to something that we're unsure of for $1 million.
Great. So now we're going to wrap it up, and each candidate is going to get 2 minutes, a closing statement, in which they can add any endorsements they may or may not have. So we'll start with Mr. Johnson, since we left off with him.
Thank you. The only real endorsement I have is from Congressman Gus Bilirakis. I worked with him and got a $2 million grant that went to start the Wilt Simpson Technical College a few years ago. I just want to address the student deficit. We had 150 students less than what the state of Florida projected we'd have at the beginning of the school year. Pasco County, Hillsborough County, and Pinellas County had thousands less. They are closing schools. We are not. We are at concurrency. I've talked about this before here at our high school level. We need a high school. We can't afford to build one right now, but it is on the drawing board. It's something that will be addressed. That's one of the plans I'd like to see come to fruition. It's something we have to do. I'm asking for your vote so we can continue the good work that we started. The last 2 years, since this has become a conservative board, we have made great gains in getting rid of the pornography in the school, which, with the help of Mrs. Rodriguez, we've gotten rid of DEI and CRT. I start that. My wife wrote 8 articles that appeared in the Hernando Sun in 2020 and 21. They removed CRT at that time. And we removed more programs as we went along, and we will continue as we find them. There is work to be done. Mark Johnson, my website and my Facebook page is Reelect Johnson District 1. Please support me if you can.
Thank you, Mark. And just in case, for all the candidates on the stage, they have their websites on our front page, on our website. If you go scroll all the way down to the bottom, you can check each one of their social media sites for any of the candidates. Ms. Pierce?
Thank you, and thank you for this opportunity, and thank you all for coming out. I'm excited about this chance that I have to continue serving the students and families of Hernando County. like I have been doing here in Hernando County and Hernando County schools for the last 25 years. Like I said, I've been in education for over 40. My son is a product of these schools, and he's doing very well up in South Carolina, working for Young Life Christian organization. So I feel proud of the strong Republican background that we have here in Hernando County, and the conservative thinking that we have here in Hernando County. And churches are strong and very vital here, and I feel like that's some of the things that we need to get back to at the school level. Parents need to become more involved. We need to get these kids into the building so that we can teach them. The attendance is an issue that I would like to address if I'm lucky enough to be voted in as a school board member. And just keep me in mind, Dana Pierce, District 1, thank you so much.
Shannon Rodriguez, District 3, Hernando County School Board. I thank you for voting me in. I thank you for believing in me. The promises that I have kept is cursive. We have been to Tallahassee. We've been fighting for that so the kids can actually sign a checkbook, then they can read. So we have cursive, it's a state statute now for grades 3 through 5th. The financial literacy, balancing a checkbook. We want to make sure that we maintain that they know a budget. Driver's ed, we did not have that, and we were doing it on a computer, believe that? So now we have received all of the vans for driver's ed. We have started implementing them in every high school, and currently we have implemented one a year. We're rolling out until we can get all the staff that we need, but we have the vans and we are already doing it, and we are in full swing with that. Our CTE, our trade programs, we have increased those. We've increased access to accelerated academic programs such as our AP, our ACE, our IB, and our dual enrollment. Our areas of focus have been to become an A district. We are a B, and we're about 3 points from an A. We're on the cusp of becoming an A, to maintain financial stability and to continue to improve academic performance. Every 6 to 8 months, we are bringing a report back until we can see that the enrollment has increased at our brick and mortar buildings. Then we'll look at additional expansions. But before we expand, my promise to you is to look at our current capacity at all schools, whether that be rezoning, whatever it takes. So I just feel that we should have already put a school here, but that should have happened when we could have bonded against that years ago, and I was not on the board and we missed that vote. So where we're at now, to be fiscally responsible, we are doing all we can. So I'm asking for your vote because I believe in continuing that momentum, strengthening our schools, supporting our teachers, protecting our children, and ensuring parents always have a voice in their child's education. This election's about leadership, accountability, and the future of Hernando County. I would be honored to continue serving you and fighting for our students. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless Hernando County. Oh, sorry, I was endorsed by Congressman Gus Bilirakis. I also sit on his education board, so I have worked hand in hand with him. Thank you.
So first and foremost, Kara Champion for Hernando County School Board District 5. Thank you, Joe. You run such a good program here. It's very professional. I really appreciate the invite as well, and your website is great. Thank you guys for all listening to us today too. And it really what it boils down to is I really care about this community. I see the day-to-day things. I deal with a lot of people daily. And you would think that the basics aren't so basic, right? It kind of sounds like redundant, but it's like I run background checks for a living. And even with the people that I deal with on the daily, half of them don't even know how to spell their name. Sign their name is what I meant. They don't even know what a signature is, right? And thankfully they are bringing back cursive, but that was part of the curriculum when I went to school. And I don't know where this gap has gone in between them, but it seems so ridiculous. So really it's just common sense, right? It's common sense that we need to bring back, and it is so basic, but they need to be educated. You learn the basics, academics, reading, science, math, and you bring out any kind of indoctrination, right? The extent of politics should be learning about our Constitution and learning about loving America. Because I don't know where this country has gone, and I know I've always loved America, but in between this gap, that's really what it boils down to. So no kind of indoctrination. So I really appreciate everybody's support so far. I do have a few endorsements. Gus Bilirakis, Wilton Simpson is also helping me on my campaign, and I have a few other, local leaders. And I just want to thank everybody so much. And if you have any more in-depth questions for me, I do have my business cards on there as well. So Kara Champion, Hernando County District 5. I also do want to point out real quick too, the incumbent who I'm running against. She's advocated for a lot of woke agenda. We really need to we need to look into this. She's been reelected time after time, and it needs to be, she needs to be dealt with. So just remember my name and remember to vote August 18th. Thank you guys.
Well, thank you very much, and flattery will get you everywhere. Thank you.
Joe, you're the most wonderful person on earth. Handsome too, super handsome.
Hi, Amanda Cunningham-Rudd. So basically why I'm doing this is I really sat down and thought about this a lot, obviously, but I want to protect childhood for our community's children, keeping out sexuality, addressing bullying harshly, promoting traditional values, enforcing discipline. Discipline is love, Be accountable and prudent with your tax money. I want to put students first. Judge all programs by student outcomes. Hold all stakeholders accountable, all stakeholders, including parents and administrators. Teach our kids to love America. Make sure that our kids don't just graduate. We see in the news, kids are graduating schools with great graduation rates these schools have, but these reading levels are way below standard. So we need to make sure our kids can read, do math, and understand that America is the greatest country on earth. That's what we want these kids to graduate with. We want them to love America and be productive members of society. If they're going to school in their pajamas, are they going to be able to get a job? We see this every day out and about in our community. And this is what, we have a lot of really good teachers, and I support teachers. This is what they see. And we really need the support of the administrators and the school board to back us up as teachers to discipline these children, to make sure that we have very high standards for them. So we all care about America, we all live here. What makes me more qualified to have the job? I think I'll just go over my qualifications. You know that I'm a conservative. I have a master's degree in public management. I don't just understand budgets, I understand government budgets. They're behemoths. They're so hard to get a handle on. I also, I'm a school teacher in our schools. I'm there every day. I'm also an active volunteer in our community. I volunteer about 50 hours a month to our community on different boards, and I just think I know I can beat Susan Duval in the general election. So I hope I have your vote on August 18th.
Thank you very much. Well, I could do this all day long. I don't know about you guys, but we do have a clock we try to stick to. So we're going to wrap that up. I just would like to give another round of applause for all these folks. And to mention that, we're very thankful that we have so many candidates to choose from. It's nice to have a choice once in a while. So I'm going to mention a few things that are coming up. And as I'm mentioning those, I'd like the candidates to stay where they are, if that's possible. And then after the meeting, if you want to mingle and ask them some private questions, you're welcome to do that if they have the time. But anyone that's a qualified candidate, if you would line up over here, starting with Mr. Carroll, because I know he does have some place he's got to go, and just line up over here while I'm mentioning some of our upcoming events. Now tomorrow night, the Latino Republican Club has their meeting at the Marine Corps on Sunshine Grove.
Yep.
Right? And you guys are going to be there again, right? Yeah. So if you want to find out more, see a little bit of different flavor. One thing I wanted to mention, by a show of hands, all those people that are wearing one of these, because everybody else, you don't get to say. But on the July 16th, we have this room booked for a movie called The Patriot, and it's open to everybody that lives here. But because of this new thing that happened with the election and actually Mr. Carroll jumping in the race, I thought we could use the first half hour of that day. So it's 2 o'clock. The first half hour, we'll do a mini forum between Mr. Carroll and Mr. Brian Hawkins. How do you feel about that? Anybody else? Okay. And then we'll start the movie right after the battle. So, that's good to know. If you're interested in bowling, talk to Pastor Jack over here. He's got a bowling thing going. I'm not a bowler, so I don't really know what to.
How do you get to keep the money in your club?
Yeah, we get to keep the money in the club if you win, but I don't even know how to bowl. We have a fantastic 4th of July parade right here in our community, July 4th. At 9 o'clock down at the last circle, we're gonna line up all the cars and all that stuff. Don't forget about that. Great speaker. And along the route, you can get your lawn chairs and watch it. And then at the end, we come here about 11 o'clock. There'll be a little presentation here with some real interesting speakers. Let's see. The luau. Miss Johanna, are you still here? Is she leave? Johanna? Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, the lady has come back from the restroom. You can see her about the luau. We're having a luau right across the street from the rear of our community in that VFW. $45. All you can eat, barbecue, pig, and chicken, Hawaiian style. So that's going to be on July 25th. So think about getting a ticket for that. I'm going to be there. We've got a lot of people signing up. That's good. Okay, so Mr. Carroll. So each one of these candidates, are going to get 2 minutes to tell you their platform. Starting with Mr. Carroll because he has an appointment.
Oh, thank you. 2 seconds. Thank you, Jim. By the way, I'm hitting you for demoting Pastor Jack to Mr. Jack, so just saying. Well, good evening, everybody. I did not expect this, so thank you, Joe, for this. So my name is John Carroll, if you don't know me. I'm now a candidate, qualified candidate for the Florida State House, District 53, which is everything west of the Suncoast, plus northwest Pasco County. So I gotta say, this is something, this has been a wild couple of weeks for me. I'm very excited. I've been very thankful for all the support. Today's been a great day. Been getting a lot of donations, more support. My anecdotes live, my new campaign logo's out. Everything's just been going wonderfully today, and it's been going amazing this whole last week as well. I was asked, like, what's my top 3 principles and my top 3 rules for this, that I'm going to be fighting for if in the State House. And you can sum it up to 3 big things: is affordability, affordability and public safety to start. Like affordability, we have this whole, we got to deal with the housing, we got to deal with the cost of taxes, the insurance. So I can sum it all up to the affordability crisis that people are talking about. We need to continue trying to work to reduce our taxes, trying to do the insurance reform that happened a few years ago and trying to make it even better because I know insurance prices have gone up. Public safety, I was a military policeman in the Army and I was in law enforcement here in the state, and I've been studying and doing a lot of FEMA courses in emergency management, and that's obviously a big thing here for Florida. So I want to try to do as much as I can for that. I want to bring transparency, throughout all this. I'm probably always been a very transparent guy, and I want to be very transparent and very communicative with you guys. So I want you guys to be able to reach out to me. One thing I'd like to do is town halls when I'm back in the district so that I can hear more from the people. They can voice their concerns, any questions, and do my part. I know sometimes people feel transparency falls to the side, but that's something we need to be pushing as well. So, and we need to reduce more red tape, try to keep things local, home rule, all that, and let local government be that. So I thank you for your time, and if you got questions, reach out to me.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Catherine Barron, and I am running for Hernando County Commission, District 2. I'm proud to say that I'm a lifelong Republican. I've been married for 35 years. I have 4 beautiful children, and I have 8 incredible grandchildren. I definitely would have had them first if I knew how much fun they would be. I was fortunate to be raised by 2 parents who taught me to look outward beyond myself. So I've been out and I've been talking to people. I've been hearing them, and I hear the frustration in your voices when you talk about how fast this county is growing and how it's changing everything we love about Hernando County. This is not Miami. This is not Tampa. And we don't want it to become that way. As your next commissioner, I want to protect you from that. I'll bring your voice to the commission, and this is very important to me. This is very important for you. We need smart growth that blends with our community. Inflation's getting higher every day, and everyone is feeling taxed out. Am I right? Small businesses, families, and retirees are having to tighten their belts just to make ends meet. I want to protect your nest egg because I know every day it's disappearing with all the inflation and everything else that's going on. That's something that I really care about. And if we have to do that, I really believe that the government has a basic responsibility to take care of its citizens and watch out for their wallet. So if we're having to tighten our belts, shouldn't the government be doing the same? As your governor, oh my goodness, I'm running all the way up. As your commissioner, I will tighten our budget and choose needs over wants. Because that's what we're doing. That's how we're surviving out here. It really comes down to this. I see you, I hear you, and I promise I will continue to do that. So I ask for your vote, August 18th. That's where my District 2 race will be decided. And I will do what I promise. Thank you. Wrong direction. There you go.
Hello, I'm Diane Greenwell, and I've been a resident of Hernando County for the past 12 years, and I have been actively involved in volunteering in my community in my county for more than 10 years. I'm currently a member of Congressman Bill Rockus' Advisory Council. I was appointed by the Board of County Commissioners to the Tourism Development Council, where I recently received the 2026 Golden Mermaid Award of the Year for bringing arts and culture and economic development to our community and county. And I also have been on the Hernando County Arts Council and served as a vice chair and currently advocacy outreach chair. And then I have my prior experience to that. I was on the board of our Property Owners Association as a secretary, vice president, and the chair. And in doing that, I was a liaison between our county government and my community. And that enabled me to attend BOCC meetings for over 3 years, planning and zoning, budgeting meetings, workshops. So I was involved in county government for quite a while. That has given me information regarding the process of the comprehensive plan, which got changed in 2017 and has, I think, caused a lot of this growth that we're seeing. And so my platform is basically the irresponsible versus responsible growth, and the public safety and how that growth is affecting our public safety. The other point is our transparency with our government. You as the taxpayers elect and pay the salaries of our commissioners. They need to be more transparent. And lastly, that would be our quality of life and how growth has diminished it. Thank you for your time. District 2, August 18th. Thank you.
Hi, you guys all know me. I've had the pleasure of speaking in front of you 3 times before, so I'm not going to say anything else. If you want to come and talk to me, I've got cards, but I want to address a couple of issues. We all know the playbook, okay? Write-in candidates to close primaries, Johnny-come-latelys, stuffing the people with 5 people in one race. But we expect that, we've seen that. But what happened this past week, or 2 weeks ago, whatever, is mind-boggling. You've had 2 county commissioners and 1 state rep play musical chairs. 1 dropped out. Do you think these people, that was just by random? Do you think they really care about us? No, they're about control and power, and they don't want to give up the power. They want to keep it in their circle of their friends. So if you're happy with that, you want to do that, keep voting for these people. If you want grassroots people and commissioners who aren't going to tell some woman boy, I could see why you never got married, such as one of our commissioners did this past week. And a former commissioner from Hernando Beach told some of his constituents, shut up and sit down. You'll never get talk like that from me. I respect and honor and listen to everything you said. So vote grassroots people, James Scavetta, County Commissioner, District 2, Marvin Bainham, County Commissioner, and Chris Anger for State Representative. We're all real grassroots people. We don't answer to nobody. We're not owned by anybody. So again, think about what I said. You think that was just coincidence? You think these people care about you? They don't care about us. And so, again, it's up to you what you want to do. But I'm not happy with it, and I will speak out about it because they're just insulting my intelligence. They think we're fools. Now, again, you happy with that? Go do it. If not, you want real people, James Scavetta, County Commissioner, District 2, Marvin, and Chris. Thank you for your time as always, and I will be here for questions.
Thank you, Mr. Scavetta. That was a mouthful. One of the people I forgot to mention was if you're representing someone, which apparently Mr. Scavetta is representing two other people besides himself. I got Mike Rizzoli here. Rizzoli. He's going to represent the Wilton Simpson for a minute. He's going to get 1 minute, Chris.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, this is not working. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Mike Rizzola, and on behalf of our Commissioner of Agriculture, Wilton Simpson, I want to say thank you for being here today. Wilton Simpson is endorsed by President Donald J. Trump, our great Governor Ron DeSantis, and 61 sheriffs, and is the only Florida cabinet member to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, Wilton Simpson, who we've heard from the Wilton Simpson Technical College, brings results back here to Hernando County, and we are asking for your support come this primary, August 18th, to vote for Wilton Simpson as our Ag Commissioner, where in the last 4 years, he has stopped China from buying our farmland. He has stopped Bill Gates and others from selling lab-grown meat here in the state of Florida. He has protected our children from THC and harmful chemicals. And more importantly, he has done more than any other commissioner in the history of Florida to combat development and to protect our wildlife corridor by producing over $1 billion for our Florida Wildlife Corridor. Go to wiltonsimpson.com for more. Thank you.
Mike Rizzoli for County Commissioner. Good job, Mike. Now you're a Marine, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That says everything. Thank you, Mike. So now we wrapped it up. We're 5 minutes late.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
One more I forgot. I just got an endorsement and I forgot to mention that. It is from Great Life Church. It's Pastor Stephen Ellen Billsborough. They are on Highway 50 right before the Parkway. And he put a very nice post on my Facebook and endorsed me as well. Pastor Billsborough.
Very good. Yeah, you want to talk about this? Sure. No, you need the mic because it's all recorded.
For those who don't know me, I'm Johanna Garcia, and I'm part of the First Hernando Republican couple on the board, and we are having a luau at the VFW on County Line on July 25th, and I hope you will come and join us. We're going to have a great time, and the tickets are $45 a piece, and if anybody would like to purchase a ticket, see me up at the meeting. Thank you. Thank you.
Very welcome. Thank you, Ms. Johanna Garcia. That poster was sent out to all of our members, so if you're on our email list, you have it. And I'll be sending it out again, like every week until you buy your tickets. So now we're going to pull our ticket for the door prize. And I think Pastor Jack Martin will be pulling it for us.
If they win, they've got a tithe on it.
Yeah, tithe on it. Very good. Now I gotta put my glasses on. All right, you ready? 359. Everybody in it so far? 3592, 3596, Down to 10 tickets. 359260. 35, you got, oh, Terry, very good. President Emeritus. There's one, the door prize. 260, Seymour Trophy. Well, that's the end of our meeting. Motion to
So moved.
okay. I'm gonna argue with that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. All the candidates, thank you very much for your time today. I hope you found the